Calling all trivia nerds, Brittany here, and I host the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast with my best friend Meredith. Is your next car ride looking like a snooze fest? We've got the cure. 3 rounds of awesome trivia every week. Harry Potter, Disney, science, sports, you name it. No more silent car troubles. The Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. Connect, laugh, and learn with your kids, big and small. New episodes every week wherever you get your podcasts. Search for the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast.
Hello, culture kids. Grab your imaginary passports and your bags because it's time to become world-trodden explorers right where you are.
Hello, hello. My name is Asher and I'm your host along with my mom, Kristen.
Today, we're continuing our pastry adventures by diving into the delightful world of soufflés, discovering their origins and how they became a beloved treat worldwide. And this episode is dedicated to our listeners, Anya from New York City. Thank you for submitting this wonderful topic. Before we begin our episode, we want to say thank you to Lucas for leaving us a 5-star rating on Apple. They said, "This is such an awesome podcast. My dad is from Nicaragua. Can you please create a podcast about that country? Thank you."
Cool. I've never been there. Let's visit Nicaragua.
That sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Lucas. We'll get your episode in the works. Okay, culture kids, let's visit another pastry shop here in the South Bay, California. Asher, are you ready?
Ready for another tasty, sweet adventure? Let's go!
We're walking along the beautiful coastline of Manhattan Beach, enjoying the views of the blue waters.
Looking for a pastry shop. What was the name of the dessert again?
It's called a soufflé.
Sofa? Sofa? Sofa!
Soufflé. It's a light and fluffy dish made by mixing egg yolks with other ingredients and then folding in beaten egg whites.
Fold? How do you fold egg white? I mean, it's not like a solid, but not too hard like metal. It's a liquid. How do you fold a liquid?
Good question. Folding is a gentle way to mix a fluffy ingredient, like whipped egg whites, into a heavy mixture, such as cake batter, without losing the air bubbles. This technique helps make cakes and other baked goods light and airy.
Oh, so it's a fancy baking technique.
Exactly. And when you bake it, the mixture puffs up, creating a soft and airy texture. The key is to eat it right away before it deflates.
It deflates like a balloon?
Not as fast as a balloon, but the same idea, yes. It kind of looks like a muffin, but the ideal soufflé is usually flat on the top, and the texture is different. Soufflés are much lighter and fluffier inside. Plus, they can be savory with ingredients like cheese or vegetables, or sweet like chocolates or fruit.
I think I like the chocolate. Or maybe the fruit one.
Oh look, there's the pastry shop. Let's see if they have soufflés.
Welcome, you two. What would you like today?
Hello, I'm looking for souffles. I see lots of fancy cakes, cookies. Aw, man, I don't see anything that looks like souffles. It's supposed to be flat on the top.
Ah, you mean soufflés?
Yeah, that's what they said.
We do have chocolate soufflés, but they're made to order.
Made to order? What does that mean?
It means they don't have them pre-made, like made before. Most pastry shops that have soufflés on the menu make them as they are ordered.
Yes, soufflés are delicate desserts that rely on whipped egg whites to rise and achieve their fluffy texture. Once baked, they begin to deflate quickly, losing their puffiness. To ensure you enjoy them at their best, tall, airy, and delicious, we prepare and bake them fresh when you order.
So it's better to wait a bit and have some perfect soufflé.
Exactly. The short wait is worth it.
I'll take a chocolate soufflé, please. Hey, I said it correctly.
Great job, Asher. So let's take a seat, and while we wait, why don't we hop on our time machine and learn about the origins of soufflés and where they come from? Shall we?
Might as well.
Okay, culture kids, get ready to travel back in time to 18th century France, where the art of pastry making flourished and life was filled with grand celebrations and a vibrant cafe culture.
Let's go!
We just landed in Paris, France in the 1800s. The streets of Paris are alive with cobblestone paths, market stalls selling fresh produce, warm loaves of bread, and bundles of herbs.
People are dressed very fancy. Some are wearing long coats and top hats. And the women are in long dresses.
Oh yes, it is such a beautiful period for fashion. I love the lace gloves and the bonnets women are wearing.
So why are we here? Is this where soufflés were invented?
Actually, before this period, back in 1742, a French chef named Vincent Lechapelle wrote one of the earliest soufflé recipes in his cookbook. His recipe for omelette soufflé called for both candied lemon peel and veal kidney.
Yikes, I've never tried veal kidney before.
I have not either. But now, here in the 1800s, as you can see, there are small, cute little cafes with well-dressed Parisians sipping coffee and enjoying delicate pastries. And guess what dish is becoming the talk of the town?
The soufflé!
Yes, by now, soufflés are becoming a true culinary art. A famous chef named Louis Oud included several soufflé recipes in his 1813 cookbook, The French Cook, featuring flavors like potato, rice cream, and coffee.
Coffee? That's a grown-up drink.
And also one fascinating thing to think about while we're learning about the history, you know how back in the modern time, when we use ovens to make something like a souffle, we just punch in the exact temperature we want to bake it at?
Yeah, ovens are like robots. Beep, beep, boop.
Right. Well, here in the 19th century, they don't have ovens like this. Chefs had to be incredibly careful when making soufflés because ovens didn't have precise temperature controls. They had to rely on experience watching the soufflé rise carefully and then adjusting the fire beneath the oven to get the perfect fluffy texture. Some chefs call soufflé making a culinary magic trick because of how delicate it was.
Whoa, they must have been very skilled and professional.
Yes, but let's meet another chef who made soufflés even fancier. Antoine Beauvillier, a chef known for running one of the first high-end Parisian restaurants, published a book which spread the soufflé craze even further.
Behold!
Cool. Is that when it became popular everywhere?
Not quite yet. The soufflé truly soared to greatness thanks to one incredible chef, Marie-Antoine Carême.
He was called the king of chefs and the chef of kings.
Exactly. Carême created hundreds of soufflé recipes, turning cooking into an art form. He created amazing edible sculptures made from sugar and pastry that looked like famous buildings, such as temples and pyramids.
Whoa, fancy.
Yes, and keep in mind that he created these amazing pastries without any of the modern kitchen gadgets that we have in the modern times. He relied solely on his creativity and skills, making his contributions even more impressive.
So how did soufflés travel to other countries?
Great question. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, French immigrants brought their delicious dishes, including soufflés, to places like New York and New Orleans. Soon, people all over America were enjoying these fluffy treats.
So thanks to travelers, we can enjoy soufflés today.
Absolutely. And guess what? By the 1960s and 70s, soufflés became super popular in fancy American restaurants. Chefs like Julia Child even showed people how to make them at home.
And people still order them today.
Oh, you bet. Restaurants offer soufflés in various flavors, sweet ones like chocolate and vanilla, and savory options with cheese and herbs. Thanks to cooking shows and cookbooks, people worldwide continue to enjoy making soufflés at home.
So making a soufflé is like a science experiment, right? I mean, it looks kind of simple.
Well, baking a souffle can be tricky and require some practice. I've actually never been able to make one, but with dedication, like we always say, you can do anything.
Got it. Can we please travel back to the modern times so I can try it? I hope it's ready by now.
Yes, that's an excellent idea. Let's get back to the modern time so we can try out our soufflés. Ready?
Let's go!
Whew, here we are.
Oh, welcome back. Your soufflés are ready. Here you go. Enjoy, you two. Get it while it's warm.
Thank you. The outside looks a little crisp, and it's flat on top in a white dish that kind of looks like a muffin.
Well, take a bite and let me know what you think.
Oh my goodness, it's so warm and fluffy, like eating a sweet chocolate cloud. I like it.
Yeah, isn't it like a cake and pudding combined?
I like it that the outside was firm and kind of crisp, but the inside was soft and melted in my mouth. It's the perfect combination. But this is so small. Are all soufflés this small?
Well, just like with all desserts, small little bites go a long way. But actually, speaking of sizes of soufflés, do you want to know about the biggest souffle ever created in the history of all soufflés?
What and where?
So in Nablus, Palestine, the largest souffle is believed to have been created, measuring 243 feet in length and weighing 3,891 pounds. And in July 2000, chefs in Santa Monica, California, created a souffle using 3,000 eggs, 60 pounds of butter, 100 pounds of cheese, and 300 pounds of potatoes, aiming to set a world record at that time.
The attack of the giant soufflés!
Wow, but I can see why people would want to make a huge souffle. I love it. I could eat 1,000 of these.
Yeah, probably shouldn't though. And just like with so many dishes around the world, different countries and cultures have added their own unique ingredients to fit their local flavors and tastes. In Mexico, for example, the classic souffle is transformed into dishes like the spicy Mexican chocolate souffle, which blends rich chocolate with a hint of chili, reflecting the country's love for combining sweet and spicy flavors.
Oh, you would love that.
Oh yes, I can't wait to try it someday. And to our Culture Kids families, I hope you enjoyed our culinary adventures around the world. Isn't it fascinating how food connects us across different times and places? Take the souffle, for example. It began in French kitchens in the 18th century and has since traveled globally, with each culture adding its unique flavors and traditions. We invite you to become bakers in your own kitchens alongside your grown-ups. Try baking something you enjoy eating every day, whether it's cupcakes, cookies, or even fancy soufflés. Experiment with unique flavors to make your creations even tastier, just as cultures around the world have done. And lastly, always remember, here at Culture Kids, you and your family are valued, welcomed, and celebrated for exactly who you are, because every child belongs here at Culture Kids. See you next week.
Joke time!
I'll go first.
Go, go, go.
What's an astronaut's favorite place to get dessert?
What?
Marshmallow shop.
Oh, I get it. Mars is a planet because astronauts, but marshmallow shop.
Yep.
My turn.
Okay, go.
What do you call a dessert that is always late?
What?
Chocolate. Get it? Chocolate, chocolate.
Oh yeah. And the spelling is late too. Haha. Joke continues. Late, late. Yeah. Thank you you so much for joining us today. Please don't forget to hit subscribe and reach out to us at any time for birthday shoutouts and more. We always want to hear from you and value your feedback from the bottom of our hearts. We have lots of exciting guests coming up, including episodes on Passover, Ramadan, and so much more. Until next week.
We've all been there. You're standing in a museum staring at a painting and all you can think is, I don't get it. To me, knowing the story behind an artwork is a huge part of knowing how to look at it. I'm Amanda, the host of the Art of History podcast, where we view history through the lens of some really great works of art. Each episode, we dive deep into the bigger picture behind some familiar and maybe not so familiar pieces. Check out Art of History now wherever you get your podcasts.